the best dividend paying stocks in the Kenyan stock market for the month of December and January. Well, hello there and welcome to today's video. My name is Gertrude, and on this channel we talk about all things money. That is how you can make that money, how you can make that money work for you. That is through investing, budgeting, saving, and all the good stuff. In today's video, as I've said, we are going to be looking at which companies will be paying their shareholders dividends or part of their profits for holding them. If that sounds like something you are interested in, keep watching. And hi, long time, but we are finally at the end of 2025. Let me know, how has your 2025 been? It has been good. I'll be sharing a few updates about how our 2026 will be in terms of investing in shares. So stick around for that. All right. If you're new to this channel, welcome. Welcome so much. Not welcome so much. Welcome. And if this is not the first time you are landing on this channel, welcome back. I'm so happy to have you here. I'm so happy to have everyone here. So in this video, I'll just mention the company, the type of dividend this company will be issuing, the current share price as at the time I was compiling this list, the dividend per share, the book closure date, the payment date, and if you own 100,000 shares of these companies, how much will you be going home with on the payment date? Right? Okay, without further ado, let's get started. Now, before we get started, for anyone who's new to this investing world, what we are talking about in this specific video is how you can get to make money by investing in shares that are listed on the stock market. And one way of making money is through getting part of the profit that that company makes. Yes, strong, stable, reliable companies do share part of the profit made with their investors, and this is what we call dividends. So here's your stock investing tip 101. One way of making money is through getting dividends. And in this video, as I've stated, I'll be sharing companies in the Kenyan stock market that will be issuing dividends to their shareholders in the month of December and some part of 2026. So if you're interested in learning more, stick around. In this channel, we talk about all things investing. Yeah, without further ado, let's get started with today's companies. Number one is none other than KenGen. Now, KenGen is in the energy sector. KenGen announced our first and final dividend of 0.90 shillings per share. The current share price of KenGen, as at the time I was compiling this list, was at 9.64 Kenyan shillings per share. Now, the book closure date for KenGen will be on 4th December 2025, and the payment date will be on 12th Feb 2026, meaning that if you own 100,000 shares of KenGen by the book closure date, you will be going home with 90,000 Kenyan shillings in passive income. Yes, you get paid for investing in these companies, some of these companies. Yeah. So number one, KenGen with a dividend of 0.90 shillings per share. Now, the second company on our list today is none other than Carbacid. Now, Carbacid announced a final dividend of 2 shillings per share. Now, the current share price of Carbacid was 26.65 shillings per share. The book closure date for Carbacid was on 26th November 2025, and the payment date will be on 18th December 2025. Now, if you own 100,000 shares of Carbacid, if you owned by the book closure date, you will be going home with 200,000 Kenyan shillings in passive income. This is what we mean by creating wealth, having your money work for you regardless of whether you are tracking the market or not. Yeah, this is how we will be creating wealth in the near future, and stay tuned for a major announcement about 2026 within our community. Now, if you are new, I bet you've already noted that if you want to get paid, you have to be an owner of these companies by the book closure date to qualify for these dividends. Note that. All right. Okay, and our third company on this list is also a company that is in the energy sector. And this company is none other than our very own KPLC. Yeah, well, you are paying for tokens and electricity. Some people in Kenya are getting paid from that amount you're being charged. And yeah, so KPLC announced a final dividend of 0.80 shillings per share. Now, the current share price for KPLC is 12 shillings, which has come down from highs of 14 shillings. We were expecting the share price to continue rising, but who knows about the future? We'll stay tuned and see how the share price performs. Otherwise, in the meantime, yeah, shareholders are getting paid a dividend of 0.80 shillings per share. Now, the book closure date was on 2nd December 2025, and the payment date will be on 30th January 2025, meaning that if you own 100,000 shares of KPLC, if you owned by the book closure date, you will be going home with 80,000 Kenyan shillings before taxes. Yeah, before taxes. Major break. If you are gaining value from this video, hit that like and subscribe button so that you never miss a video from this channel. And in the near future, we'll be having very good updates in addition to what I am providing right now. So make sure you subscribe and hit that bell notification. All right. Okay. So our top 3: KenGen with a dividend of 0.9 shillings per share, Carbacid with a dividend of 2 shillings per share, and now KPLC with a dividend of 0.80 shillings per share. Now, our fourth company on this list is none other than Centum. Now, Centum announced a final dividend of 0.32 shillings per share. The current share price of Centum is 12.90 shillings per share. Now, the book closure date for Centum was 9th October 2025, and the payment date will be on 19th December 2025. If you owned 100,000 shares of Centum on the book closure date, you will be going home with 32,000 Kenyan shillings per share. Now, here's a very important ratio that you as a dividend investor should know about. Now, this ratio is called the dividend yield, which you can use to get what percentage of return are you getting by investing in these dividend stocks. And you can use this to compare with other asset classes and the returns you're getting from other asset classes. So how do you get the dividend yield? If you've been on this channel for so long, by now you already know how we get the dividend yield, which is no, let me know, how do we get the dividend yield? Comment in the comment section down below. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you're new, this is how we get the dividend yield. You simply divide the current total annual dividend divided by the current share price times 100%. And why do we take the annual dividend yield? Because some companies pay dividends more than once a year. So for example, the most common example we can use is of Safaricom. Now Safaricom has paid dividends twice this year, so we'll take the first dividend plus the second dividend divided by the current share price of Safaricom times 100 to get our annual dividend yield. Yeah, our annual dividend yield, which is for Safaricom, it is around 4%, and you can get to see whether you're getting enough. Yeah, you're getting enough from your investment in that specific company. Now, let me know whether I should compile a list of the best dividend paying stocks for 2025. Let me know in the comment section below. And yeah, let me know whether you'd like to see the highest dividend paying stocks for 2025 in the comment section below. So now that we're done with Centum, the next company on our list today is none other than Co-operative Bank. Now, Co-operative Bank announced an interim dividend of 1 shilling per share. The current share price of Co-operative Bank is 23.25 shillings per share. The book closure date was on 26th November 2025, and the payment date will be on 4th December 2025, meaning that if you owned 100,000 shares of Co-operative Bank by the book closure date, you will be going home with 100,000 Kenyan shillings before taxes. Yes, before taxes. Dividend stocks, the returns from dividend stocks are taxed at 5%. Yeah, just 5%, not much. Not the 30 we are paying on pay, just 5. Yeah. Now, the next company on our list today is Bank of Kigali, that is BKG. Now, Bank of Kigali announced an interim dividend of 11.20 Rwandese franc, that is around 0.99 Kenyan shillings per share. Now, the current share price of BKG is 42.45 shillings per share. The book closure date will be on 8th December 2025, and the payment date will be on 12th January 2026. Now, if you own 100,000 shares of BKG, that is Bank of Kigali, by the book closure date, you'll be going home with around 99,000 Kenyan shillings before taxes and forex conversion rates. Yeah, because Bank of Kigali is a company that is in Rwanda, but it is cross-listed on our stock market. Yes, some companies are cross-listed listed on our local market despite not being Kenyan companies. Another example is Umeme, and I'll list other examples on the screen right here. And we can expect more companies to be cross-listed on our local market because NSC is partnering with other African countries for this partnership. One of the latest partnerships was with the Somali exchange. You can see the details on your screen. Yeah, so expect more companies from our African countries, our fellow African countries, to be listed. Let me know which African company would you like to be cross-listed on our Kenyan stock market, so that we can get to own these companies. Let me know in the comment section below. And before we go on, I would like to share a major update. That is, in 2026, we'll be having a 10K shares challenge. Yes, in 2026, we'll be challenging ourselves to own 10,000 shares of our favorite companies. And if you would like to join this challenge, use the link in the description box below or in the pinned comment section. Let me know, have you already joined the 10K shares challenge? Let me know in the comment section below. And I'm so excited because this will be a community of investors who have a common goal, that is owning 10,000 shares of our favorite Kenyan companies in the Kenyan stock market. And in this community, we'll be sharing our lessons. So if you are a beginner, do not be afraid. Join so that you can learn from other investors. And if you are a seasoned investor, you should join as well. Why? Because when we are in a community, we are stronger together. We are in a better position to achieve what we have set our minds to. So join the 10K shares challenge. You can find the link in the description box or in the pinned comment section. Alright, okay, now we are on to our last company on this list. Yes, the last company is none other than I&M Bank. Now, I&M Bank announced an interim dividend of 1.50 shillings per share. The current share price of I&M is 45.35 shillings per share. Now, the book closure date for I&M Bank will be on 15th December 2025, and the payment date will be on 14th January 2026. Now, if you own 100,000 shares of I&M Bank, you will be going home with 150,000 Kenyan shillings in passive income. And yeah, this is before taxes. And we know the tax rate for Kenyan investors. There we have it, our 7 best paying dividend stocks in the Kenyan stock market for the month of December and January, and one company for Feb. All right, so we have KenGen with a dividend of 0.90 shillings, Carbacid with 2 shillings per share, KPLC with 0.8 shillings per share, Centum with 0.32 shillings per share, Co-operative Bank with 1 shilling per share, Bank of Kigali with 11.20 randis franc or 0.99 shillings per share, Kenyan shillings per share, and I&M with 1.50 shillings per share. Now, if you've learned and you've gained value from this video, hit that like and subscribe button and remember to join the 10K shares challenge. You can find the link in the description box below, and leave your thoughts about this video in the comment section below. I love reading your responses, and I'll see you in the next one. I'll see you in the next one. In the meantime, watch any of these videos that YouTube thinks you will gain value from. Until the next one, bye bye now. Oh, before we go, remember, if you'd like me to compile the best dividend paying stocks for the whole of 2025, let me know in the comment section below, and I'll be sure to do that. Alright? Okay. In the next one, I'll be sharing the highest gaining stocks in the Kenyan stock market. So turn on that bell notification. Until the next one, bye bye now.